Hey everybody, Dr. Kevin Hyde here with Pinellas Anxiety Specialists, coming to you with day 4 of the 30 days of live videos. And today is the end of daylight savings, which for those of us that, or those that don't have any children, this is the day that they look forward to. It's an extra hour of sleep. For those of us with kids, it's a day that we dread every year. Of course, we're hoping, Florida passed the law that will hopefully keep us on daylight savings time year-round, but we're waiting for Congress to act on it, and who knows, it could be forever before they actually do anything. So every year, twice a year, we're forced to try and have our kids adjust their clock, and it's hard enough for us as adults, but it's especially hard for the children to adjust. And so today I wanted to talk a little bit about cutting them some slack, and sort of the brain development that they have and how they process emotions, and just why it's so hard for them. Because as any of us know, as adults, if we don't get sleep, then we have a rough day. But we're able to know that, right? We can point to the fact that we didn't sleep well, and maybe that's why our partner is getting on our nerves, or why we're getting frustrated at work. But kids, they don't know that. I like to think of brain development in children like a 2-story house. Now, the first story is there when they're born, and that is kind of the lizard brain processes. It's the fear, fight or flight response, fear, anger, and things like that. The basic idea is to keep them alive. All of the instincts that we have throughout our lives, those are all there from the start. Now, the second story, that is continually being built, and it takes like 25 years before it's completed. So it must be, one of the contractors that Florida gets to work on our roads that is working on that second story of our brain, because it takes a long time. And so kids, most of the time, they can't even tell you if they're angry, if they're frustrated, if they're sad, if they're hungry or tired, because they just don't know. All they know is that inside them there is this big ball of emotion, and it's making them react to it, but they can't put a word on it, they can't identify it, they can't really describe it to you. And so that's part of our job, is to help them do that. And especially, they don't really know how to respond to it, right? They don't know how to calm themselves down, how to not react by striking and hitting their brother or sister, how not to throw a tantrum and lay on the ground and flail their arms and legs all over the place, because that's how they handle those emotions. It's uncomfortable for them, they don't like it, and they don't know what to do about it, and so it's our job to try and help them. And of course, that's really difficult for us. It's quite a challenge if we're in the middle of a store and they're throwing a tantrum and everybody's looking at us, and we just carry them out to the car or yell at them, and of course that's not good for us and it's not good for them. And so one of the ways that makes our job a little bit easier is if we're able to help them out before it gets to the point that they're melting down. And there's 4 main reasons why kids end up having those meltdowns. And the easy way to remember it is HALT, H-A-L-T. If they're hungry, they're going to get frustrated, they're going to act out, and we're not going to like it. Angry is another one, and so that could be if someone takes their toy, they're angry and they don't know how to respond to it. Lonely is another one, and the main idea behind that is our children want attention, and so when they're not getting attention, they're feeling lonely, and they will act out in ways that get attention. And the last one is tired. So if they haven't slept very well, we can expect them to have more reactions, more tantrums, and things like that. Hungry, angry, lonely, tired. And so when you keep that in mind, if you're planning your trips out to the stores with the kids or whatever it is, try and think about if any of those might be at play. Or if they're throwing a tantrum, think about, hey, are they hungry? Are they angry? Are they lonely? Are they tired? If one of those is the case, maybe cut them a little slack. It's not to say that there aren't consequences if they're angry and they go and smack their brother or sister, but help them to calm down a little bit, help give them some comfort so they're able to process that emotion that they're feeling. And then afterwards you can talk about, what were you feeling, what happened, what could you have done differently to handle it, to help reduce that emotion, and teach them some emotion regulation skills. And we can talk about that another time. But for now, I just wanted to leave you with HALT, H-A-L-T, hungry, angry, lonely, tired. When your kid is acting out, try and see if one of those things is the reason, and try and help fix that, give solutions to any of those to help them calm down and get back to going about your day. All right, hope that's helpful. And again, if you guys have any suggestions or questions that you want answered, leave a comment here or shoot me a private message, and I'll put it on the list for later this month. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Hope you enjoyed the sleep that you got if you don't have kids, and those of us that do have kids, hopefully our kids will adjust to the new time pretty soon. All right, talk to you guys later.